Alright guys, let's go ahead and release our parking brakes at this time. Let's select manual mode there, Don, with that automatic, activate those paddle shifters, and Stacy, let's select first gear, make sure it's amber colored, make sure we have rev match turned on at this time. We're going to get rolling right here behind this other group. Follow me out, single file with Stacy and Don. So just the two of us this session here, guys. We're going to go out, just fresh out of demos, so kind of think about all that we just felt with that instructor, that throttle steer, that brake pressure that it takes. At a little bit higher rate of speed, of course, it's going to take more brake pressure to get that car slowed down. But always want to make sure we slow that car down earlier rather than later. I'd rather you overslow the corner than go through the corner way faster and then run wide on exit. So we'll just work on everything, smoothing everything up. Smoother is faster, and just trying to carry a lot more momentum through these corners. So try not to overslow those cars, just working on rolling speed and momentum through those corners. That's going to turn into higher top speed down those straightaways, and everything will start changing a little bit. We got to keep that focus on up as we do so. We need 100% of that focus 100% of the time. Try not to let that focus slip. So just double checking Don, making sure we're in manual mode with that gear selector. Double checking Stacy, making sure that number 1 on our dash is amber colored. Make sure rev match is on. You guys, we're gonna roll right on the track here. Automatic, Don, let's make our way up to 4th gear. Stacy, make our way to 3rd gear. I'll be going over those shift points still once again this session. Really letting you know where to be in, what gear to be in at all times here. Just so later this afternoon, we can rely on that muscle memory a little bit. As we get on this front straightaway here. Stacy, you're upshifting to 4th gear. Don, you're going to 5th gear. Let's keep accelerating all the way down here. So as we're accelerating, as we come into turn 1 here, Stacy, firmer on our brake pressure initially. You're going to downshift to 3rd gear. Don, you're downshifting into 4th gear. As we balance in, notice my brake light's just coming off there, Stacy, all the way down. There we go. Unwind and accelerate. Accelerate out of the corner, drive it in here. As the car compresses, just breathe off the throttle a little bit. And now we can accelerate on the way out. Get those eyes up. We're already looking for our near apex, looking all the way up the hill for our number 1 marker up here. We're both making one upshift as we make this straight line up the hill. Firmer on our brakes initially here. Start already bleeding out of it as we make our downshift. Stacy down to 3rd gear. Don down to 4th gear there. As we unwind all the way out to the left-hand side, accelerate all the way down the hill here. All the way down, keep coming back to the right-hand side. Now on our brakes, making sure we're getting back down to 3rd gear here for turn 4. Up and over, trying to use up all that apex here. There we go, light brakes there. Just very smooth brakes, very smooth inputs with that steering wheel. There we go. Now accelerate on the way out here, Stacy. We're both making our upshifts to 4th gear. Keep accelerating down. We're looking for our brake reference markers here. Now, Stacy, you're downshifting to 3rd gear in that manual, making sure, Don, we're staying in 4th gear in that automatic. There we go, Stacy. Good usage of the curb there. Light brakes as we come into our S's, using as much of that first apex as possible. The first one. There we go. Light brakes as we balance. Stay to the left there. Be aware of that turn-in cone. Now turn on in for 7. Perfect. Now unwind, accelerate. A little bit of brake balance as we enter 8A. Just clipping the base of the curbing. Trying to make this one continuous arc corner from 8A to 8B. Trying to turn that into one corner. There we go. Out to the middle. Start getting those eyes up, looking through 9. Stay to the left-hand side here as we brake. Balance into turn 10 here. Don't pop off those brakes too early. Now let's get a run down the straightaway here, Stacy. All the way out to the left. Accelerate. 100% throttle here. Chase me down. Make that upshift to 4th gear. There we go. Looking good. Now let's start our brakes. A little earlier on the brakes here. Perfect. Take our downshift. Now just ease out of the brakes as we know we're going to clip this apex. Perfect. Looking good. Awesome. Now unwind and accelerate. Now remember that throttle steer as we enter turn 2. Just breathe off the throttle, back to maintenance throttle as we take a little bit of steering out, accelerate out to the middle. There we go, get those eyes up, everybody's upshifting once. Stacy to 4th gear, Dawn to 5th gear. As we come into turn 3, everybody will downshift right back down 1 gear. Get to the right. Remember, give that visual scan up. Start looking across that corner nice and early. We got to physically turn our head. Our hands will follow right down to that corner. There you go. Good unwind there, guys. Don, just try to back that gap up just a little bit. Give Stacy about 3 more car lengths for me, just so you can really focus on your line more than anything. Try not to focus on the car directly in front of you there for me. There we go, looking good there, Stacy. Through 5, accelerate. We're upshifting to 4th gear. Get all the way down this straightaway. As we come in, brake. You're going to downshift to 3rd. Follow me in. Notice my brake light's just coming off as we enter 6. That light, long braking. Back to throttle. And light brake balance up to our first S. Making sure we have enough weight on the front tires to really give us enough grip here to turn through these tight corners here. There we go, looking good. Now accelerate on the way out. Very well back there, Don. Good job there in turn 7, using as much of that apex curbing as possible. All the way back down for 8B. The more of the apex curbing we can use in 8B, it's going to place us perfectly for 9. And then that's going to transpond all the way down here for turn 10. So we got to think about turn 10 here, all the way back at 8B. All right, we're going to slow our pace up just a little bit. Pull on over to the right there, Stacy. A little wide on exit right there, Don. Turned in a little early, not enough brakes. Didn't quite give it enough steering, so making sure we work on turn 10 there. So Don, keep on rolling here. Stacy, pull right back on in behind him. Let's continue rolling just up to 4th gear here, Don. Then we won't have to worry about a downshift as we enter turn 1. There you go, Don. Follow me down. Now squeeze into that throttle. Follow me out to the middle. There you go. Perfect. Upshift to 5th. Try to make this straight line up the hill. Straight line as we brake. Firmer. Make our downshift. And just ease out of the brakes as we turn all the way down here for turn 3. Just touching the curb at the cone. So we just missed it by about 2 feet there, Don. Just making sure we add enough steering to get down there. Guys, as we come out of turn 5 here, we're going to be pulling to the left-hand side. So Don, follow me to the left-hand side. And Stacy, once you come through turn 5 here, pull to the left-hand side for me. We're going to be letting a group go on by here. Doing well, guys. Looking really smooth, clipping a lot of our marks. Just got to work on carrying a little more momentum through the corners, but doing very well. Alright guys, after this red car here, we're going to roll back on out to our right-hand side. Single file. Stacy, you can just make your way to 3rd gear. Don, make your way to 4th gear here. As we use up all that apex curbing there, Don, we want to stay to the left. Looking for our turning cone for our S's section. Up and over that first one here. Follow me in. Perfect. Good usage of the curb. Stay to the left here. Looking for turn 7, all the way over that curbing. Perfect. Accelerate. And light brake bounce. Lighter for longer here as we turn into 8A. Trying to make this one continuous corner. Follow me down for 8B. Good. Looking good there. Now just use a little bit of throttle steer for turn 9. That's going to help us turn. Stay to the left here. Balance in. Alright, we're going to get a good run all the way down the back straightaway here. So up to 5th gear here, Don. And making sure, Stacy, you're going up to 4th gear. I'll regather you guys up next time on the front. So keep driving at your own comfortability level back there, Stacy. Doing well, just making sure you want to tighten up those apex corners. Did really well when you were behind me, so keep driving that line. There we go, Don. Follow me through. Start accelerating out of turn 2's apex, out to the middle of the track. Let's get that upshift done and this straight line. And early on the brakes here. If we slow up our corner approaches a little bit, we can be more precise in the middle of the corner, roll through the corner, carry that momentum, and be fast on the way out. There we go, perfect. Out to the left-hand side. Making our way back to our right. Nice fluent motion there. And down to third gear as we turn into turn 4 here, Don. Up and over that curve. Try not to go around it like we just did. Want to use as much of that apex curving as possible. That's going to cut that corner nice and short and make that straightaway a little bit longer. Perfect. Looking good there. Upshift to 4th. Light brakes as we enter here, Don, all the way down for turn 6. Here you go, Stacy. Look good there in turn 5. There you go, Don. Stay to the left here. Work on turn 7, up and over it, and start accelerating on the way out here. Out to the left. Balance. Balance in here. Start already looking to the right. Look for 8B. Always got to set up that next corner, one corner ahead of time. There we go. Be patient for this turn in for turn 10. A little early right there, Don. Way early. Even though you were right there behind me, you should have followed me out to the left. Try to be patient and wait for that turn in cone. So it's still turned in quite a bit early. So we got to work on turn 10. We'll get it next time. Don't worry. So as Stacy comes through turn 10 here. All right, we're going to stay single file for one more lap here. Let's continue rolling here, Don. Make our way up just to 4th gear. Coming into turn 1, Stacy, you can make that downshift to 3rd gear. Don, you're staying in 4th. Want to get all the way down there. Drag those brakes in that corner. Balance lighter for longer. That's going to help us get all the way down nice and tight to that apex there, Don. I'm going to make sure. I know that right side of that car is a little deceiving with those tires. It might feel like we're a lot closer to these apexes than what we really are, but until we feel that rumble strip or that disrupt in the car by touching that apex, we're not going to be close enough. So working on that. Light brakes. Look at my brake lights just coming off as I know my right side tires can touch that curbing at the cone. There we go. And then be patient with the throttle on the way out. Back to the right hand side, nice and smooth here. Lighten up on our brakes. Downshift to 3rd gear here, Don. There we go. Be patient with this turn in. There you go. Nice and smooth on the unwind. Keep accelerating on the way out here. Up to 4th gear. Making sure, Stacy, you're going up to 4th. And then you'll remember you'll go back down to 3rd gear here for turn 7 after that straight away. There you go, Don. Light brakes in. Looking good through the S section. Just try to use up a little bit more of these curbing. We'll be able to carry a little bit more speed in. So notice I can pull you on the way out right there. We went from apex of that 2nd S right to the apex at 7. We got to stay to the left a little bit. Be aware of that next turn in cone. Let's work on turn 10 up here. As we come through 9, we're staying to the left. Follow me. Stay to the left, stay to the left. Wait for the turn in cone. Now turn in nice and smooth. And then we'll be able to get a good run on the way out. Awesome. Let's go and slow on up here. Don, pull on over to the right for me. I want you to go all the way to the right. Come to a stop. I'm going to get Stacy back up here. So doing well there, Don. Work on tightening up some of those corners. Working on turn 10 once you move to the back. So Stacy, you're going to stay on your left-hand side, come up behind my red Camaro. Keep on rolling, pretty good pace here. Don, you can pull in right behind Stacy. Alright, Stacy, looking good here out of 1. Let's accelerate into turn 2. As the car compresses, just barely breathe off that throttle. Now back to maintenance throttle. Now accelerate on the way out. Keep accelerating here. Follow me out to the middle. Want to be able to get this nice straight line up the hill. We upshift to 4th. Straight line here. Now begin our braking. Downshift. And lighten up on the brakes as we enter turn 3. Look to the right. Follow me down here. All the way down. There you go. Now back to throttle. Accelerate as we take a little steering out. All the way to the left. Keep accelerating here. More. Back to our right. Light brake, start looking left. So you want to use as much of this curbing right here as possible. Perfect, fill that car, hop off that curbing, looking good. Be patient, wait for this turn-in cone. Turn your head, follow your hand. There we go, looking good there, Stacey. Keep accelerating here. Upshift to 4. On those brakes, make that downshift and lighten up as we turn. Lighter brakes, lighter, lighter. Now we're off. Be patient, now accelerate on the way out. Good, good momentum through that corner. Real light on the brakes. Stay to the left here. Lighten up on the brakes, look right. Now accelerate out. Good, good momentum there. Just a real touchy on those brakes with that Z06 there. We got a lot of stopping power, so got to work on a little bit lighter brake pressure. Stay to the left out of 9, guys. Let's get a good run through 10. That'll give us a good run down this back straightaway. There you go. Now squeeze back in the throttle here, Stacey. We're going to accelerate all the way down, all the way through 3rd gear up to 4th gear. Now start our brakes firmer initially. Get that car slowed up. Make that downshift. There you go, Stacey. Out to the middle. Keep accelerating here. Perfect. All the way through 1 and 2. Let's get a good run up here. Straight line. Make our downshift. Now just ease out of the brakes as we turn. Looking to the right. There you go, Stacey. Follow me out to the left. Trying to use up as much of this racetrack as possible. Perfect. The more of the racetrack we can use out there to the left, the faster and the more we can be on the throttle all the way down the hill. There you go, looking good there. In turn 4, start looking for 5, setting ourselves up. Perfect, accelerate out. Perfect, looking good. Now accelerate all the way through, upshift to 4th gear. And making sure we're back down to 3rd gear. Now just ease out of the brakes as we turn into turn 6. Some good usage of the curb there. Get a nice straight line from our first apex straight to our next apex in the S's as we stay to the left with a little bit of brake pressure. So now get those eyes up, start already preparing ourselves for 8A. As we come into the apex of 8A, look across, look for 8B. That's going to make our hands follow right down to it. Light brakes, let's stay to the left here. Lighten up on the brakes, looking all the way through turn 10. Here we go, let's get one more run down this straight here, Stacey. All the way through 3rd, up to 4th gear. So firmer on our brakes, let's get that car slowed up, make our downshift, and just bleed off the brakes as we turn into turn 1. All the way down, a little bit more steering, then just ease off those brakes a little bit earlier there, Stacey. Didn't have to give those heavier brakes there. Then the car would have stuck, it would have been perfect. We would have carried a lot of momentum through there. Just want to ease off those brakes. Where it feels like you want to give it more, just carry lighter for longer. Alright guys, we're going to start slowing our pace on up a little bit. We're going to start slowing our pace on up, begin our half lap or so, like a nice cool down lap. So just leave those cars in the 4th gear for me. And come on up here, Stacey, and just kind of tighten up to me, and we can work on our lines through 4, 5, 6 through the S's. Looking really good and smooth, guys. So now, as we're doing everything correctly, we can start picking that speed up just by carrying more momentum through the corners. Not necessarily, back to throttle too fast or back faster, just by working on that lighter brake pressure a little bit longer amounts of time, just carrying more momentum through the corners. We're doing very well. No huge mistakes from anybody. A couple early turn-ins here and there, so making sure we're working on that. Just having patience with those turn-in cones. Those turn-in cones are at the exact spots they need to be. So as long as you start turning in, once the nose gets to that turn-in cone, and that'll be about the perfect time. So just being aware of where those turn-in cones are. Making sure as we come in through the S's section, we're using as much of the first apex as possible, all the way up and over. We almost make a straight line into our second one. A little bit of brake pressure, we stay to the left, then we turn in for 7. So we use all that apex curving also. Let's go ahead and place that left side blinker on for me. Alright guys, we'll slow our pace on down as we enter the paddock area here. Let's go ahead and roll those windows down for me, driver side and passenger side windows. And we'll slow those speeds down, keep that focus up as we make our way back in, watching for other vehicles and pedestrians. We'll be heading back, parking these cars exactly where we got them back from.